Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers. Welcome to the next installment of the Whitby Youth Academy Challenge Save. We are currently in the 2030-2031 season. The youth intake day is upon us. I did click on it, but I didn't see anyone. It was a mistake, so we'll look at it, get the first impressions all together at the same time. I just want to preface by saying thank you so much for support. The channel keeps growing. We're on 180 subscribers, I believe, at the time of recording, which is insane. Thank you to everyone who's here. And also a quick question. I don't know, I'm a bit insecure about the audio, so please let me know if the audio is good or bad in these videos. And yeah, without further ado, let's go into the youth intake. We did get promised a good centre back, and my god, do we need centre backs. Okay, we don't have like an outstanding crazy player, which is a shame, and not that I can see anyone jumping out crazily. And top talents, this is a bit of a worse youth intake just by looks of it. More top talents than ever before and less elite talents. We have a Swissman, which is interesting, and a Kenyan, but we'll get into that all in a short time. Jesus, can't talk. I was trying to find who the most talented player is. Apparently it's Dougie Clark, which is a cool name. Dougie Clark, he sounds like a little cute dog, and I think that's meant to be a centre back. He can't play wing back, which kind of scares me. But yeah, we'll leave until last. So we'll start with top talents, work our way to the top. Everyone is going to get a contract, so they'll get a fair chance at development. And yeah, first of all, Ryan Kearney, Northern Irish winger, not George Best, that's for sure. He's not going to be in a thumbnail. Plays our ways of trouble. He's 5'7", not the tallest. He's decently pacey. Mentally, he's okay. Mentally okay. I mean, I'm not giving a psychological evaluation, but like he's actually quite poor mentally and technically. So Ryan Kearney is unlikely to be a future first teamer. Moise Makengo, he must have a cool second nationality. Congolese. Moise Makengo. We have had a Congolese goalkeeper in the past, but he didn't make it. So maybe Moise Makengo could be the Congolese future star, but I don't think he is going to represent Whitby at any time in the future unless he has crazy mental development. But he's got the classic 10 crossing and 9 dribbling for a winger, but he's not exceptional. He is 15, so maybe he can develop and grow and be great. Maybe he can get a loan in the Democratic Republic of Congo and maybe develop there, improve his physicals and whatnot, but it's not looking likely. Next, Rob Jones, another winger. English, 5'11", tries to play by trouble. Apparently everyone likes doing that. 18 flair, another flary winger. Jesus Christ, 18, that's crazy. 10 acceleration, 13 pace. Underwhelming technicals, good heading, good jumping reach. I mean, he'll be a nuisance in the under 18s, I guess, for the opposition fullbacks. He's quite big, but he's not exciting per se. That was Rob Jones. George Solis, another winger. Again, our wingers, we have a lot of them, and none of them are at least like comfort youth academy. A lot of them are just like this type of player, where he's 6'3". Actually, that's exciting. I do like a tall winger, but usually they're like 5'3", a foot shorter, and then got good crossing and dribbling. But he's actually, I'd say he's the next Joaquin Lasumba. Good free kick taking. Better finishing than Joaquin, decently quick, good jumping reach, obviously because he's 6'3". Mentally he's okay. I'm not gonna write him off because he has got that height, which is very important as for wingers, especially. You can see, I'll show you in the season review section. Jacek's, I forgot his name, Ziga or something like that. He's our Polish left mid who's 6'4", and he's been good because he's big and he bullies the opposition fullbacks. Next, Jermaine Hawley, midfielder, unambitious, 5'5", does not dive into tackles, is good with 6 tackling, curls the ball with 13 technique, and maybe that'd be useful. Nothing exceptional. Personality of unambitious. Jermaine is a bit, he's Jermaine, isn't he, at the end of the day? So we'll skip him. Next, Alfie Jones, a fullback. I wouldn't mind a decent-ish fullback, or good fullback. He's definitely not that. I think he is, I thought if that was 15 positioning, now we're talking. 6'4", Alfie Jones. Oh, terrible potential. But if we ever need another centre back, see if that was an under 21s, he would be there just in case we need like a centre back. All our players are tired or injured or suspended. He's definitely not fullback, not with 5'6" pace, 5 acceleration. He's big though, which is good. Marking 11, yeah, centre back for the future. Maybe a Welsh loan in the future. Just what happened with Scott, and he developed really nicely. So, yeah, Finley Burton, wing back, 1-star potential, casual pass. Oh, ooh, okay, another big player. Okay, I'm liking this. A big youth intake of just big men. However, casual fullback. We had one before. His name was Vos. For those who remember, he was meant to be great. He looked okay, highly rated in youth academy, but unfortunately, his casual personality never, it hindered his development, and he got released. I think last season, 2 seasons ago now. But yeah, Finley Burton, nothing really to say about him. He's just big, but he's not a good defender or attacker. Prince O'Hara, nice name. Does he have any? He's Jamaican as well, which is kind of cool. He probably will do. Like a lot of the players who have second nationality declare. We have the Italian left back has declared for Italy. He actually got called up for the under 18, which is quite cool. So maybe Prince O'Hara will be Jamaican national team, but I don't think he'll be in youth teams anyways. But he probably won't be in our team unless he has a crazy growth spurt in the youth academy, which is unlikely. Now for the elite talents, we're going quite quickly. I mean, no one's really catching the eye, so there's that. Alvaro Navarro. See, I really like him. He's got a good name. Yeah, so we're going to go in the order of current ability and leave the best till last. So Alvaro Navarro, the Swiss winger. 15 acceleration, 11 pace, and ambitious. He's kind of like O'Brien. The same acceleration and pace type of stuff. 5'6", small winger. Great name. Spanish, English, and Swiss, which is a very cool combination. Cool name. Not cool stats. Very not cool stats. So it's a bit disappointing, but great name. You might keep it in the team just to, if we ever need a laugh and a cheer up, we can look at his name. Next, Stephen Ibrahim, Nigerian centre back, 6'3". That's good, boy. Full marking, 6 tackling, 6 positioning. Definitely not a centre back. 15 years old, Nigerian, inconsistent, balanced personality, short, simple passes with 5 passing. He might be one of the worst players, like in recent times, where I don't even know. He can't. He's not a midfielder. He can't pass the ball. He can't run. He can't tackle. He's just kind of like big. He makes okay decisions. He's kind of brave, which is, it's a shame. That's Stephen Ibrahim. Next, Vincent Odahiambo, the Kenyan striker / winger. See, I was really hoping he could have like good like 14, 15 pace, but not to be. 12 pace, 9 acceleration, low determination, 11 dribbling, 7 finishing, 6 first touch. Injury prone, low consistency, 5'5". Composure's low, so not a striker. He probably won't make it to our first team, but he might make the Kenyan under 18s and what other youth international teams they have, but probably not our team, which is a shame because that would have been quite cool. A Kenyan. Okay, he was the last 1-star player. So next is Josh Walker, another winger / midfielder. Again, let's stop all these wingers. I need to have a look at we can look at the head of youth development together and see if he prefers like wingers or whatever. Stinky, again, very stinky. No pace, no technicals, no mentals, poor personality, and quite small. So yeah, Josh Walker. Yeah, smelly. DJ Beecher. That's a cool name. DJ Beecher, a centre back, 6 foot, can play left back. Fairly professional's good. Consistency, it's annoying. 5 marking's bad. 8 positioning is okay. 11 tackling, okay. But he's brave. He's a bit aggressive physically. Yeah. Does he have any other nationalities? No. Born in Weatherby. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a nice place, like a little cottage, village-esque place. He's a leader, he's quite determined, but it probably won't be enough for us, unfortunately, for DJ. See, this is shaping to be one of the worst youth intakes in a long time. I mean, we did get lucky last year, but... okay, 1.5 stars. We'll leave Nicky Nicklin till last. Chris McGee, a goalkeeper, sweeper keeper. Sweeper keeper, 3 pace and 3 acceleration. I don't think so. Consistency's poor, he's unambitious. 6 foot is not exceptionally big for a goalkeeper. Concentration's poor, positioning is okay actually. No composure. Bad one-on-ones, bad passing. No. Chris McGee. Shout out to the my PE teacher, Miss McGee, but yeah, your nephew or son maybe even now. Chris is not making it. Next, Dougie Clark, who's meant to be the best, but apparently there is a player with better all-round ability who is a winger, so we'll leave him till last. Dougie McClark, who's meant to be, I think, meant to be a centre-back. I would love, even if he's like 5'11", 5'10", but like really, really quick and okay defensively, I would love it. He's 6'5", okay, so definitely a centre-back. I don't know where they got wing-back from. 7 pace, okay. General reach 14 is good. Strength 9 is good to start off with. Acceleration 11. 8 tackling, 6 positioning, 6 marking. Teamwork's okay. Mentally, doesn't have to be the bravest. That's okay. Consistency is bad, which is a bit annoying. Is he any? No, Whitby, born and raised. Where is he? I lost him now. Sorry, Dougie. Oh, he's actually like good technicals, really, for a centre back. Crossing of 10, dribbling of 8, finishing of 7. He could be a good ball playing centre back if he gets the development, the game time. He will be a starting centre back in the youth academy. Hopefully, by the time he's 18, he'll be ready to step up. If he doesn't develop in under 18s, he will get promoted for sure to the first team, as he looks to be quite usable. He doesn't look terrible, I must say. Okay, but a bit of a saving grace there. And then last, hopefully not least, Nicky Nicklin. Another great name. More of an intake of names more than actual ability. Nicky Nicklin. Oh, his pace is terrible. His passing's okay. Off the ball's okay. Flair, determination, decisions is good. Central attacking midfielder, definitely attacking technique 15, sorry. Good potential. Personality of balanced, inconsistent. Everyone's inconsistent at this age, I guess. Vision of 10. If we did use central attacking midfielders, he would definitely get a look in, because he doesn't look terrible. Nicky Nicklin, which is a fantastic name. Again, is it better than, what was it? Something Alvaro Navarro and Nicky Nicklin. DJ Beecher. These sound like COD lobby names. But yeah, I think that was the youth intake, unless we missed someone. No, that's everyone. So on a whole, pretty bad. But we're gonna have a quick look actually at our what am I doing? Coaching. Where is he? Head of youth development, James Rusby. See, he doesn't look terrible, does he? He's got fairly determined personality. 10 judging ability, 10 play potential. I mean, we are a professional club now. Maybe we can do better. He does play a 4-3-2-1, so it does use wingers. Maybe I'll look for a head of youth development that uses a formation with more, maybe a 5-back for more defenders. Maybe that's a shout, unless maybe like a narrow one. So we don't really need wingers, and they gave an abundance of wingers on the youth intakes, and we don't need that many, and they're usually quite stinky. But yeah, that was the youth intake. Thank you very much for being here, because I know a lot of you guys are just here for the intake, which is absolutely fine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking. Before you go, do leave a like, do leave a comment, always respond, and do subscribe to not miss the next intake. And hopefully we can get someone better. I'll try to get a better coaching for head of youth development, and you'll see that in the season review if we do manage to get one. And yeah, I'll see you in the season review section for those who are staying. And now for the season review portion of the video. We do not get the season review section. Again, I don't know if it's League 2, if it's bugged in League 2, or if it's just I'm getting unlucky or whatnot, but yeah, we just got greeted with this screen. There's nothing I can click on season review or nothing like that, so yeah. We'll just go straight to past positions, I suppose, as there is nothing else we can really look at on that screen. So, this season was actually... what? Does it say... We didn't finish 22nd, did we? Or did we actually fall off that badly near the end? Yeah, no, we finished 16th in the league this season. I don't know why the past position says we finished... 23rd, but it's not true. We finished 16th, which scared me because I knew we did pretty well with 50 points. That would have kept us up pretty much any other season. And again, pretty poor from the teams to the bottom. So he finished with 33 and 37 points respectively. And even like Solihull Moors with 39, it was a pretty poor season for the teams to the bottom. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to ignore the fact it says that we moved down to 23rd in the league. We did finish 16th, as we can see here. Overall, actually, a pretty strong season. Started off pretty well. Our highest position was 10th. We were mid-table, right, pretty much after halfway down the season, so we're doing pretty well. And then our tactic got found out again, mid-season slump. Always happens, although we're using the same tactic as we have for the past 3 seasons. Sometimes it just always happens. Mid-season slump, you get a bit worse, you get a bit found out for whatever reason, you change up the tactic just to be sure. And yeah, you've dropped off a little bit, down to 16th, but overall a very successful season. And this gives me hope, like the new strikers that we got in and a couple of more defensive options, players developing. We actually do have a goalkeeper who is growing. We'll go through that when we actually look for the squad, but this is giving me like hope that we can maybe climb up into playoffs, or maybe I'll be happy next season obviously just to stay up. Again, that's just the main goal for the next, I'd say, 4 seasons, is to stay up, develop and grow, and then maybe push for playoffs. But 16th, definitely a good outcome, a good finish for the season. Now for the Youth Academy section of how did they fare this season, 28 games played, 19 won, 7 drawn, 64 points. They demolished the league. They won it very early, like before they were supposed to. And we're going to look at the players now that made it happen, and who actually contributed to this win. We'll go, I know we can't do appearances, I forget, so just click through it in the order that they are. Gabriel Freer, I'll flick through it. You can pause and look at your favorite players who you saw in previous intakes or current intake, and yes, see who developed and who did what in this season. Gabriel Freer, a big player, 36 appearances, 7 goals, 7 assists. Will definitely get a contract extension before the season takes over. Greenfield's a bit stinky, I don't think. We'll see. Hawley just promoted. Ibrahim just promoted. Alfie Jones, I think we just got him. Or has he been? No. Maybe. I can't even remember. I think we just got him. Rob Jones. Happy Kasanga. I know we definitely just... no, he's the other Congolese player. 18 appearances, 18 conceded, so... Kearney just came through. Moise Makengo. Tarak Fadian. Chris McGee. Ashley Miller. Alvaro Navarro has not got an appearance. I decided he will be here in our darkest hour to cheer us up with his funny name. Nicky Nicklin, he actually might be a more usable player in the future. Lorcan Nugent called up to the under-18s for Ireland, which is very cool to see. And he's actually developing very, very nicely. Professional personality, I can see him be called up. Although he's got 2 more years in the under-18s, but I can see him getting called up. Kevin O'Connell, not a player that will get an extension. He might actually get even released now. Live on camera. Get him gone because he's smelly. Prince O'Hara. Ronnie O'Keefe is actually a player who will be getting promoted. He'll be until he's 18. After he's matured to the age of 18, he'll be getting promoted. And he's been Very good, 25 appearances, 29 goals for the under-18s. Called up to the under-19s European Championship for Ireland, 2 appearances, 0 goals. XG says he should have had a goal, but he's developing very nicely, and yeah, he is definitely going to get called up when he turns 18 and be another rotation option up top. Vincent Obdahimo just got promoted. Jordan Robert Williams had a season, some pretty successful development. George Solis just got promoted. Coffee Sutton played a couple games, but Tiernan, he was meant to be the next big thing, but Gaetano Trainer actually declared for Italy, got called up, capped under 20, which is quite a good level for him, and he's improving. Actually got a goal at the under 20s World Cup, which is very nice to see. Cody Trineri, 21 appearances, 5 goals, 7 assists for a 17th flair winger. He will definitely get a contract extension, maybe a loan if we can get a secure one for him to just aid his development, but maybe even a rotation option backup for the wings next season. Ian Waters, Wilberforce, cool name, a decent amount of development for him. Adeyemi, Aliu's brother in kayfabe. Will he get an extension? We'll have to evaluate that off camera and have a deeper look at who gets extensions. A lot of these players I would love to have it under 21 and put them there, but also Dougie Clark, teach me how to Dougie got his debut actually, because we had 3 centre-backs suspended, so you got his first start in the league, and 6.40 for a 15-year-old is respectable, we'll say. And that's the youth intake. I know I went quick near the end, but a lot of them are just useless players no one cares about, unless you do, in which case I do apologise, and let me know that you do. But yeah, that was the youth intake, youth academy, sorry, and the stats. Now for transfers and loans, we did actually make money on a loan, which is amazing. Some profit finally of this youth academy is getting returned. First, we loaned out Carlos Alberto Robles, and Jesus Christ, I've never seen someone perform so badly out on loan. 5.86 average rating in the league is crazy. Overall 5.97 is stinky. He's got a contract for another year. But we'll be looking to sell or terminate his contract. Well, he's not getting paid a lot. Maybe loan him out for 1 more year back to Mexico and see. Maybe he can prove himself wrong and return a hero, but I don't see it. Richard Lee also went out on loan to Stalebridge. 33 off the bench appearances, 4 goals in total, 6.44. No development. He's got another contract for, again, another one of those who has a contract for 1 more year. Probably another loan or mutual termination. He's not developing, his potential's not exciting, and he's a dead baller, as they would say. Justin Green, another dead baller for Antigua and Barbuda, back in his native country. However, he actually went to a different club this year, Lion Hill, where I think they are in the higher league. Yeah, in the first division of Antiguan football. Justin Green, no development, actually more regression than development, which is sad to see. And we've got better players. Again, he's got another year with us, but I think it's time to say goodbye to Justin Green. And Wilfred Williams, actually one of my early on favourite players from the save. What did we call him? I think we called him Xavi Alonso when he came through with his 12 passing and 12 vision, 12 technique in the Varo National League North in the second season. I believe he came through. He was very exciting, but it's been, I think, like 8 years since then, and yeah, unfortunately for Wilfred, it didn't work out. He got found out his level, his potential. He got loaned to Alfreton Town, 22 appearances in the Varo National League North, 6.31 rating, which was a bit dead. And to pile on the misery, I believe Alfreton Town, got relegated from the Varo National League North. If we look at the league table, Yeah, no, not just even. There was a big gap, 8 points, 33 points they accumulated this whole season, so that's a shame for Wilfred Williams. We did actually make money of loaning him out, but I think he is going to get released, which is kind of painful. I wish I could keep him around, but it's just no use to him, and that's a big shame. And apologies to Wilfred Williams, but in the future, if you have asked for a player to be named after you, and they're kind of like, you know, like Wilfred Williams, the club outgrew him. He's still quite young, 22. He's going to be playing for probably another 10 years, even more probably. But if you did have a player named early on after you, don't worry, we can, in the future, when it's like a great one like Okori, maybe another one in the future, we'll just name them, like for instance Wilfred Williams Jr., let's say is their son or whatever, and you can have many players named after you if you so wish, if you ask in the comment section from the future youth academies, even if you already had a player named after you. For released players, who did we release? Cody Vos. He actually retired as soon as he got released, which serves him right. He was an annoying player. Did actually pick up a medal with us. Forgot. Probably we only won the Verona National League North title. He was here from 2025, so maybe that was that season. And he did pick up a medal, retired at 21 instantly, which is kind of a shame. Lars Martin Larsson. He actually got picked up by a club in Norway, which is very nice to see that our club is producing players for other clubs. He's getting paid £45 a week, so, you know, could have been worse for Lars Martin Larsson. Cian Finnegan actually also contracted to FC United. Is that the Manchester club? I think they were an option for us back in the Royal National League North. They're currently a league below, which is kind of funny to see. Cian Finnegan, I hope he's a good player for them on a non-contract. Good luck to him. James McMillan, I think, did we just release him a couple days ago? Well, literally in the youth academies, but no, must be a different Scottish player I'm thinking of. James McMillan got picked up by Bank United from Scotland amateur leagues, so good luck to him. I hope he enjoys his time playing football. And David Miles also got released, no club, but he's still hopeful, has not retired, that someone might pick him up. He's got good personality, but he just didn't develop and has poor potential. Is that everyone that we released? Yeah, must be. Carl Baptiste is retired now as well. Isaac Duncan has actually become a loan manager. We will never probably be needing his services. Maybe one day in the future, if he's still a if he's still a staff member in the future. And now we're going to be looking through the senior squad players, how have they done, how they have developed, and we'll just have a talk about them and the main team. So Emil Hansi's, I think the longest reigning player, has actually been here from the first season, signed by Whitby before I got here. He was here when he was a bit smelly in the beginning, but he's developed into a fantastic player where he offers a lot of versatility, where he plays Segundo Volante now. He can play striker if needs be, on the wing as well. And he's been a great servant to the club. An average rating of 6.57 I think is a bit harsh. Getting paid quite a lot. He wanted to leave for a little period, but no one came in for him. So I'm just hoping to keep him. He does have a release clause in his contract, I believe. Yeah. If someone wants to buy him for 91k, go ahead. Relegation release clause of 55. That's going to be a bit of a pain if we get relegated and someone does buy him. Next, Patrick Amadou is the goalkeeper that we have promoted from Youth Academy, and he has actually taken over from Crispy Bacon as he's getting on a bit, and we need a goalkeeper in the future to develop. And why not use the season now where we're not going to do anything in the league, but just offer others game time. And Patrick Amadou has actually developed quite nicely. He's growing. 31 appearances, 62 conceded, so on average 2 a game, which is not great, but we must remember we're still like a bottom half club, so we're going to get smashed a lot of the time. We did try to loan him out, but no one picked him up, and now he is starting. Next is Jose Hurtado, one of my favorite players to save as of now. Developed very, very nicely. He's not stopping. Pace now, he's decently pacey. He can play all over the back line. Played 27 appearances overall, actually, for the whole league campaign. He's played around 30 some ish appearances. 3 in the under 20s World Cup for Colombia has now been called up, which is lovely to see. and his average rating, he's been playing well for Colombia. For us as well, I would say he's been very good, nicely reliable. Actually, the best centre-back at the club now, which is lovely to see, worth a lot of money if we do need to sell Jose. But I hope it doesn't come to that, because I would love to keep him around forever. Joaquin Lasumba had a bit of a roller coaster where he dipped, a couple injuries this season, which is quite annoying. Also, I'm going to scroll through their appearances in other competitions so you can have a look how they fared in the cups. Joaquin developing now again, which is lovely. He's got still got good potential. 23 years old now. Decent season from him. It will probably keep him for a long time as a option on the wings. For sure, Jermaine Tansey, a lot of injuries. He's not even injury prone. He's just got riddled with so many injuries this season. It's very, very sad and very annoying. Whenever he starts to pick up form, just injured again. His stats have not really changed. He is now a backup rotation option. 23 years old now. I don't know how long we'll keep him for, but he does give good rotation for the wings and strikers, so there's that. And we'll scroll down. 6 goals this season, extending his goals for the club, 110 as of now in leagues. But it looks like someone else that we'll highlight later might beat it. Richard Lee out on loan. Nicky Lillis, promising centre-back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know why this keeps happening, but he just he regresses for some reason as a player, and it's making me really upset. His potential's dropped off, which is always going to happen with better players at the club developing. But it's no excuse. Like, his tackling went down, his marking went down, his strength has gone down, jump and reach is, like, everything about him, he's regressed as a footballer despite his game time, despite not playing terribly. And now we're at the position, like, does he get in? There are better players than him. And I think Nicky Lillis, the next Bobby Moore, might be getting loaned down next season, or even released season after. Because this is just very disappointing to see. And if you know why this is happening, I've been looking at the forums for answers and YouTube videos, and no one really has like, people saying that he's developing too well. Clearly he's not. But sometimes apparently players just don't develop, and I think Nicky Lillis is unfortunately one of those who just doesn't grow. Leo Lloyd up next, a player who we are not sure he's going to be here. I did try to offer him out for sale, see if anyone wanted to put in an offer. He's still listed. No one came in for him. He's made 10 appearances this whole season, which is a bit of a shame. He still managed to score 1 goal. He's been injured a couple times this season, but he's been alright. Luke Wilmot was meant to be the backup to Crispy Bacon, but it looks like he's going to get released. But Luke, if you want another player named after you, maybe in the future intakes, or even the one just happened, although I don't think there's anyone great in there, or any current player in the squad, do let me know, and we'll name him Luke Wilmot Jr. Because the current Luke Wilmot is probably going to get released, I'm not going to lie. Next, Yak McCourt's still here, 35 years old. I don't know why he's still holding on. 36 in July. I'm hoping for him to retire, please. You're on 1.1k, and if he doesn't retire next year, we're going to have to release him, because I tried to sell him, no one wants him. No one wants to buy him, and he's wasting a lot of money for the club. But Yak is still here. Actually getting a couple games, more than Leo Lloyd, which is crazy. But yeah, Yak is still here. Kieran McGrath, or McGrath, apparently, maybe. What a player, man. I thought I was a bit scared because of his personality, easily discouraged, but he settled my nerves by scoring 17 goals in 24 appearances with 2 assists. A monster of a target forward, just an advanced forward even, can play there. Been called up for Ireland, no goals unfortunately. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does in the future. Developed a little bit, and I'll scroll through his appearances in other competitions so you can have a closer look. But I'm excited to see what can happen for Kieran McGrath in the future. Charlie Mitchell, our left back from the first season. Now, question is, do we let him go, or is it not time yet? I'll try to offer him a new contract and maybe lower his wages, but he's 2 stars now. There are players that can probably do a better job than him at fullback, which is crazy to say, as he was a key player in the earlier seasons, and it's just weird to see him go. And still, like, in his prime now, technically, but yeah. There are better players than him now. Dale O'Brien definitely going to get released this season. Ifeanyi Okori, one that will never get released, and I hope to God that he always stays with us. Less goals than McGrath, but he's been playing out on the wing sometimes, occasionally. Best player at the club currently, and it's just a joy to watch. The balls that he plays, the XG that he should have had is crazy. I feel like he should have had way more assists. 8 assists, 6 goals. If we could play him cam, we would, but he's still a fantastic striker. And yeah, I'm excited to see what can happen for Ifeanyi Okori. Junior Parr, we got promoted, made his debut, rotation option, but release. We talked about him. Daniel Scott, one of my favourites now that has just out of nowhere, out of the blue, wasn't like selected by our head of youth development to be great, or even like it never had a great potential, but he just developed like crazy and he would not stop, and I love that from him. Honestly, he has become more than I thought he would ever be. 3 goals, 1 assist, and I think he actually 1 goal this season one time. It's got some value as well. Good leader, good pace, good physicals. I think he's going to be here even at 1.5 stars, 2 stars, depending on what he develops to be. He's going to be as a rotation option for a midfield. Stevie, just kind of like Stevie White has become, really. If needs be, we can call upon him off the bench or just a starter. He's getting a bit lippy now, asking to leave, but he's been kept prisoner. If anyone wants him for 20k, I am not going to stop you. This season, 13 appearances in total in the league. So 1 assist as well. Very nice for Stevie. Wilfred Williams, we spoke about. Jack Yatek-Zaya, great development this season. Fantastic to see. Probably needs a contract extension very soon, so he doesn't go on a free. 10 appearances for the under 21, still no goals, which is annoying, but this season 20 appearances, 8 goals, 2 assists from winger is a very good result for him, and his physicals are developing like crazy, and he's just going to be one of that monsters. Even 5 finishing, I reckon he'll be a beast, and he is the beast from the middle, well, from the east of Europe, from Eastern Europe, from my native country. Ali Adeyemi, our Nigerian left back, our superstar, the Carlos Roberto Carlos of the save. Now 3 stars because we have players coming in, but he's still developing. An ambitious personality is annoying as it's kind of halting his development, but he'll always be in around the first team and probably a future backup left back to whoever might come in. Good performances this season, 126 appearances for the club before he's even 20 is crazy. AJ Allpress, this is the man I'm scared when his ratings, like the arrows go down, because I don't want him to regress. He is my favorite player off the save. 16 finishing, I just love a striker of high finishing. I know it's such a basic thing to say, but a lot of times I used to play strikers like 12 finishing. It's just even at this level, a striker 16 finishing. I think he had 17 for a little bit, and then it regressed down to 16. I just love it, and he's our top goal scorer this season. 20 appearances, 19 goals, 3 assists, and in total 21 goals in all the other competitions. Definitely one for the future. I did offer an extension. I think he has, until 2033, so maybe another contract extension needed in the future. He does have a release clause, which scares me, but as of now, no one's really interested, and I hope this is not going to continue, as I don't want him to regress. I don't want him to be another Ellis. Patrick Amadou, I think we've looked at that he's come through for Crispy Bacon. Crispy Bacon here, Morgan Bacon now, a 1-star goalkeeper, 32 years old. He wants to leave on a free. If he doesn't retire before then, I'm not going to stop him. Maybe an extension just as a backup, just in case, and to tutor the other goalkeepers. Josh Brazil, still here, 6'2", still 17 jumping reach. His offensive and physical stats have dropped off a little bit. His potential has now been capped at 2.5 stars. Squad player now. Used to be a good leader. Good average rating because he wins a lot of headers. And yeah, Josh Brazil is he's still Brazilian. Calvin Broadley, I think one of the most like hard done by players. I feel like he's been developing really nicely. He's got decent stats, and probably if he was here 3 seasons ago, he would have been a starter, first teamer, or maybe even a bit of a club legend. But he's developing nicely, and in game whenever he played last season, he scored. But it's just we have so many better strikers than him that I feel like it'll be only fair to him to release him so he can go elsewhere and make a name for himself. Michael Clark, finally near the end of the season, started to develop, called up for Ireland and played a lot of games for us, and yeah, I'm loving him. Definitely a future first teamer and legend of the club, I hope. Yuba Diarra, his potential has dropped off. I don't know, I'm really tempted to release him because he's getting paid a lot. I tried to offer him out, no one wants to buy him and pay for him. 97 appearances for the club, 6 goals. Yatek Zaya has outshone him, and I feel like he might be getting released. If it's a mistake, do let me know. But I feel like it is time for him. Jordan Dunn is getting released. Kyriakos Eleftheriou, the Cypriot, 6 appearances for the under-21s for Cyprus. 18 appearances for us, 3 goals, 8 assists. Good return, good winger, nice flair. I must say, it's nice to watch from the game engine. Maybe at one stage we can do live streams, and maybe we can do the games, and you can see how these players actually play and the matches. But Kyriakos is a pleasure to watch. George Eze, still here, also contract expiring. I don't know if it's time to let him go. He's been regressing, high wages. Is it time to go? Maybe one more squad player contract for George. Billy Garwood's actually been developing nicely this season. A good backup central CDM rotation option. Decently pacey now. We've really been training his pace for the past 5 years, and it's paid off. He's just regressing now a little bit, but I'm hopeful for Billy Garwood. Ashley Green just got moved up to the first team. He's looking good, and hoping he'll play well next season. And I think, yeah, that's the whole squad. Now to finish off the video, we'll be looking at some miscellaneous stuff. First of all, the finances. We can click on it. It's nearly $1 million in debt, which is quite terrible, and we're projected just to keep like in the next 3 years be minus $5 million in debt, which is pretty scary. Apparently it might be due to the wages, that we're offering too many and our income is too low, and it's not being helped by the fact that we actually have debt now, a loan, sorry, to add on to our debt of $1 million, and we have to pay 8.75k a month, mainly because, if we can click on the right things, there we go, we are expanding the stadium by, I believe, 1,750 seats, don't quote me, on our stadium now that you own. Our job security is secure, should be untouchable, but you know, who am I to judge? Yeah, that's the finances. The Under-20 World Cup is happening. U20 World Cup. Holders are currently Brazil. We'll be tracking the results. I don't think any of our players, and actually, Mr. what's that called? I forgot about Hurtado. That's his name, yeah. He is currently playing, still left over, and yeah, he's the only under-20 player in our club that is still in this World Cup, and we'll track that. And I think that's everything for today. If I forgot something, I do apologize, and I'll try to include it in the next video. But I'd just like to say thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you keep doing it. If you made it this far into the video, you did enjoy it to some extent, so please do like and subscribe to not miss the next video, and I'll see you then. Bye.